After hanging up on Shion, I searched for Rika's phone number on my school's contact list. There it is. My fingers trembled with urgency, and I failed multiple times to put in the simple 5-digit number. Man, this is important. You're fucking around? Keiichi? Are you calling someone at this hour? It's late and it's being rude to the other person. That doesn't matter right now. I shouted angrily at my mother, listening to the dial tone. Pick up, come on, pick up. Oh, fuck me, she's dead. Calling it, 100%. She's fucking gone. The time was 11 p.m. It certainly wasn't early. It was essentially the middle of the night. Not really. Had Rika already gone to bed? Her phone would be ringing constantly, though, so would she get back up for me? Yeah, of course she would. Rika didn't pick up. She didn't pick up. She didn't pick up. Maybe she just happened to miss it. You know, because it's really hard to notice a fucking ringing telephone. Come on. Maybe her bed was just too far away from the phone. The sound of a phone ringing gets clearer and clearer the longer you go on sleeping. How is this not kicked onto voicemail yet? Though it's in the past, so they might not. No, I'm sure they still had voicemail. Then? The bathroom? I thought he was about to say, then she picked up. Yeah, she must be taking a bath. Dude, it's 11 p.m. Fuck off. If that was the case, then even if she heard the phone, she wouldn't be able to pick it up. It was a little late to be taking a bath, but it was possibly she normally took baths right before going to bed. She's like 8, of course she's not going to take a bath at 11, she's already asleep. If not dead. She's asleep under the ground. I'll wait 30 minutes, then try calling again. No, go over there. Just cut out the middleman, just go ahead and go to her house. That's what I would do. If I really cared about her. Honestly, it's her fault for fucking volunteering. I don't give a shit about her. Better her than me, that's what I say. That's how, I don't care how young the person is, fuck 'em. I mean, she volunteered to take the bullet for me. Have fun. Whoops. Don't have to ask me twice about that. I care about my safety. Even as I was thinking that, I called her house over and over again. I kept calling. Dude. After about the third call, you should probably just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna go over there, just in case! Over and over, again and again, I kept on calling her, but she didn't pick up even once. I think I kept trying for about 30 minutes. Yet she wasn't picking up. Were my phone calls so persistent that she had gotten scared of picking up the receiver? No, because she would have answered it the first time. No, that couldn't possibly be it. No, because reasons. There's no point in doing this any longer. The best thing to do would be to go there in person. Yeah, I mean, if you see a bunch of weird vans parked outside of her house, yeah, that's when you just turn around and say, yeah, fuck that. I think I need to move. I like the city a lot more. Where was Rika's house, though? Shit, I've never even asked her where she lived. Well, because that's kind of odd to ask a child. Hey, where do you live? Her residence was written there in the contacts list, but it was addressed with mostly numbers, so I couldn't tell where it was just by reading it. Well, I mean, you could call Mion and she'll tell you. Isn't there a map of or something in here? Rika Furude. Her last name was Furude. It's a bit of an odd last name, so it might be easy to find. There's 37 entries. Fuck! Thinking that, I rummaged around the drawer with the phone book, but could only find things like takeout menus and phone numbers for public establishments. Ooh, I'll take some takeout. Shit. I tore one thing after another out of the drawer, but I didn't come up with any clues as to where Rika's house was. While my mother just stared at me odd, thinking I was completely deranged. Calm down, Keiichi. You're going crazy. If you don't, then just ask. Ask someone who does know. Duh. Ah, that's it. Rena's gotta know. See, I would go to Mion because, she's part of the Sonozaki family, main household of the area, She probably knows what's up and up. I looked up Rena's phone number on the contact list. Rena Ryugu. There she was. I'm already outside your door, Keiichi-kun. Fucking crazy bitch. Waiting for that to happen. Hello? This is Ryugu. It was the voice of a yeah, that's a grumpy old man right there, so. Oh, God. Yeah, you know what? Rena's dad's getting that voice because I doubt I'll ever speak through his voice ever again. Must have been Rena's father. I'm calling in the middle of the night. I need to be polite. I'm sorry for calling so late. At night. This is Maebara. Is there any chance Rena is around? Rena's taking a bath. Oh, she's done. Rena. There's a friend of yours on the phone. Oh right, Rena Ryugu was her real name, wasn't it? I'd gotten so used to calling her Rena that hearing her real name caught me off guard. I don't know, he kind of sounds sketch to me. Hello? This is Rena. Hi, it's me, Keiichi. Sorry for calling so late. Huh? Keiichi-kun? What do you need at a time like this? Well, actually, I wanted to know where Rika's house is. Oh, God. It's just... God, it's so weird just because it's a fucking child that you're asking where she lives. Where do you live, young little girl? Let me know. Runa seemed a little appalled that I'd call her for something like that at this hour. However, she spoke her next word seriously, as if she'd caught on to how urgent my need was. Okay, sure. You know the assembly hall on the grounds of the Furude Shrine? No. There's a 2-story shack used for storage behind it. Still don't know where that is. That's where she lives. I couldn't immediately visualize the place, but as long as I knew she lived on the shrine grounds, I just had to take a look around. I could have fucking told you she lives near there. That's stupid. Got it. Thanks. Sorry again for calling so late. Apologize to your dad for me too, would you? Okay, but Keiichi-kun, why do you want to know where Rika lives? Rena asked in an unusually sharp way, halting me before I could hang up the phone. Shut up. Yeah, it is kind of interesting why you need to know that. I hesitated for a moment about whether to tell her. Nah. He was killed because I told him. Keiichi-kun, if you're still listening, could you answer me? Why are you asking where Rika lives at a time like this? Rena affected her usual tone, but beneath her words lay a certain tension, like she'd intuitively sensed something was going on. Maybe because you're asking the location of a little girl at 11 p.m. What will you do, Keiichi? If it's Rena, can't I tell her? He was killed because he found out. I revealed everything, so he was killed. Keiichi-kun, Rena is being serious. Please answer me. Rena asked me once again in a tone so forceful I couldn't imagine her using it normally. Hang up. That's what I would do. I was taken aback by her vigor. Rena was Rika's friend too. She had the right to be concerned about Rika disappearing. If I told Rena, then... Sorry about that. Even if only for a moment, I could drive away my horrifying fears. Rena. Well, I can't exactly tell you why, but... Yeah? Rena's tone was seriousness itself. Just from that tone, I could feel her saying, no matter what you say, Keiichi-kun, I'll believe you. That subtle sense of security gave me the courage to reveal the truth. I have a feeling that Rika is in danger. You mean like a premonition? Or do you have some reason to believe she's in danger? Premonition. Say premonition, fuck it. I really didn't have time to go back and forth with Rena about this. Still, I think listening to her calm voice soothed my pointless impatience. You know, If you had a young girl, probably being violently kidnapped, disappearing, murdered, is it really the time to go into why do you care and what's really happening? No, now's the time to say, shut the fuck up, I don't give a shit. Listen, she's going, I don't give a fuck if you believe me or not, or why I think it does. Let's get the hell over there. I don't have much reason, but yet I still hesitated. Fuck off, Keiichi, hurry up. I had told Rika that we had snuck into this ritual storehouse. The mayor to whom Shion had confessed before that had already disappeared. So it was possible that Rika also. I didn't know how to explain it to Rena. While I was tongue-tied, Rena spoke up. Sorry for asking something so weird. I thought about it. It isn't like you need to be sure. Rena laughed a little, seeming a little absent-minded. I wasn't exactly in the mood to laugh, so this time I was dumbfounded. Rena continued in a cheerful yet still purposeful voice. You're worried about a friend. I don't think you need a reason to go and check on them. Thank you. That's all I would have said. I mean, come on, Keiichi. You would have saved about, 2 minutes. 2 minutes can be the life and death over here. Come on. Even if Rika was asleep and you ended up waking her up, if that was why you did it, then none of us would get mad. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm not really Rika, so I'm just making stuff up and hoping that it sounds convincing to you. Okay, Keiichi-kun. Rena, thank you. Okay then, Keiichi-kun, just one thing. You called Rika's house, right? Then you just couldn't get through, so that's why you asked me where her house is. Yeah, that's right. It's like you read my mind. Again, we could be saving time and just, I would say, fuck off, I'm going. See, I would have just hung up, thank you, bye. Just click. I must have called her for over 10 minutes. She could just be sleeping and not have noticed. Rika's house is really small. She would definitely hear the phone ringing even if she was asleep. Satoko is there too, so there's no way neither of them would notice. Huh? Satoko, you mean she's living with Rika? Yeah. You didn't know? Well, we can talk about that later. No, this is the utmost importancy. We have to talk about this now. Anyway, if you called that much and no one answered, then something's definitely wrong. Rena understood that the situation wasn't normal. Far faster than I could have ever imagined her to. Oh god, Keiichi, you're the slowest person I know. He's so fucking dense, jeez. It made her seem dependable. However, the fact that Rena had acknowledged this also meant that the best case possibility of it all, just being the result of my own needless fears, went out the window. I'll go to Rika's house right now. Will you come with me? I can show you the way. Oh, god damn it. I can show you the way. Sounds good. Let's meet up at the same place as usual. I'll be waiting for you. No, wait. I'll come get you at your house. You just wait there. And tell your family you're coming with me to Rika's house, okay? Yeah, because they'll know who that is, and, and we'll be chill with it at, like 11:30 now. Will that be okay? We might lose time if you come here. Did you call Mi-chan too? She's really dependable at times like these. If you haven't, then I'll give her a call. I can do it. I can do it. Come on, say it, Keiichi. Say it. My thoughts froze for a moment. Shion had just told me to be careful around Mion during our phone conversation a little while ago. Why do you trust her? You met her literally a week ago. Legitimately, a week ago you met her. Maybe a tad more. Well, you know Mion for way more than that. Like almost a month now, I think. A month or two? Fuck if I know. Either way, you know her a lot better. Which one seems a little more dependable in these moments? Because I know my choice. Dumbass. If the Sonozaki main house was somehow lurking behind the surface of the annual freak deaths, then the current heir to the family, Mion, wouldn't be uninvolved. So wouldn't that mean she wasn't uninvolved in what happened this year to Tomitake and Takano, and also the mayor's disappearance? Okay, I doubt it. Come on. Why would she ever be involved with that. Why would she ever want to kidnap Rika? She likes her. I'll be right over. Wait for me. That's all Rena said before hurriedly hanging up. No, it wasn't the time to be doubting Mio. No, it's not. I needed to make sure Rika was safe. Call her. I got changed and grabbed the key to my bike. I figured things would go more smoothly if we met up in the place we usually do before school. Rena wouldn't need to come all the way to my house. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna fucking die if you do it. Oh, you're a dumbass. My parents would probably have objected if I told them I was leaving, so I creeped out without a word. Oh, because they'll be much better with that. The night was unusually warm and disagreeably humid. Don't do it, you fucking dumbass. She said that Rika and Satoko live together, right? You're an idiot. You're gonna get fucking kidnapped, aren't you? It wasn't only Rika. Satoko wasn't there either. Realizing what them living together really meant caused my thoughts to immediately take a turn for the worse. That can't be. Satoko is... She's got nothing to do with any of this. Good I didn't like her anyway, fuck her. So far, we're not really into any lost territory yet. We're just in the kind of in-between state of gaining and losing. We're just in the neutral state, where it's like, could have been better, could have been worse. Look, as long as Mio's safe, I could give two shits. Even if there were a reason for Rika to disappear, there shouldn't be one for Satoko. Unless she told Satoko everything. Keiichi-kun! Rena was really fast. She approached me on her bike at an amazing speed. Her breath was ragged, painting a clear picture of just how hurriedly she'd been going. Hey, Rena. Let's get going. Keiichi-kun, I thought I told you to wait at your house. Rena's expression was all business. Was she mad? Came out of the blue and I faltered for a moment. Well, I just figured it would be faster to meet up here. Keiichi-kun, don't you get it? Fuck me. Told you, you're a dumbass. You deserve whatever happens to you. That's why I hate him. I'd never seen Rena like this before. Do I get it? What's the problem? Rena seemed to know she was scaring me, took a couple of deep breaths, then continued as if admonishing me, but her expression didn't soften at all. Keiichi-kun, the whole village is in an uproar now that the elder disappeared, right? Yeah. Now you're telling me that Rika and Satoko aren't where they're supposed to be, right? Yeah. That about sums it up. Then you need to be more careful. Do you have any idea how dangerous it is to be standing out here alone in the middle of the night? That's what I was saying. I would have said, fuck it, I'll be waiting here. And just, kick back, relax for a bit. I began to understand where Rena's anger was coming from. I'd been a dumbass. You told your family you'd be going to Rika's house with me, didn't you? Yeah. Keiichi, you don't listen at all, do you? Honestly. So then the worst case scenario, if you and I were to disappear, people would know when and where we did it. Yeah, I did that. Keiichi, you're a fucking dumbass. Swear to God, if I was in a survival situation with him, I'd probably honestly just kill myself because that'll be easier and way more dependable. Or I'd just throw him out, just push him into a secluded area and say, don't move for whatever you do. Don't move. And then get the fuck out of wherever I am by myself, because that'll be easier. Rena was perfectly level-headed in this emergency situation, something that I'm not. Ever since the night of the Watanagashi, every night someone had died or disappeared. On the night itself, Takano and Tomitake met strange ends. On the next night, the elder vanished. Now on the next night after that, Rika and Satoko were nowhere to be found. Okay, so yeah, he's known her for about a week. Like a solid 7 days. Get the fuck over yourself, Keiichi. Or like 7 to 9 days. That's about as much as he knows her. Fuck trusting her that much. Come on. And she's always hating on her sister, so I don't see why there'd be any point in trusting anything she says about her sister. She hates her. At least that's the feeling I get. So critical of her. I hadn't been thinking of anyone but myself, but it wasn't enough to say that Hinamizawa was a little weird at the moment. It was, in fact, extremely strange. Rena had even anticipated our own disappearances and had told me to tell my family where I was going. You know, a smart thing. I was embarrassed at my own carelessness, and the need to be embarrassed made me afraid of the night. You honestly deserve to die, honestly. Like, I wouldn't care a bit. He fucking deserves it. I mean, he's a genuine dumbass. I mean, all of the steps he's taken just lead to bad ends. Lying to Mion, lying to other people, all of that. Lying never works. And then, of course, lying to Rika, who's saying, oh, don't worry about a thing. Yeah, I still won't fucking tell you everything. I'll just vaguely say what happened. I mean, he's just being a genuine idiot. And then taking Shion/Mion's word for it. I still don't know who that was. I mean, I get a feeling it's Shion, but I get a feeling it's Mion too. Though it's gonna be like one of those weird things where it's like Mion pretending to be Shion pretending to be Mion, acting as Shion. Or Mion acting as Shion, acting like Mion, acting like Shion. You know, like one of those stupid, like, weird reverse bullshit, what the fuck's going on. Actually, no, that would just be Mion pretending to be Shion. You wouldn't need, like, the triple rotation there. Because, I don't know, I just get, like, this underlying tone of, she already knows what I did? And there'd be no way for her to know, unless she was Mion. Unless Shion's been stalking me. Which would be kinda fucking creepy. Sorry, I didn't tell them yet. You're being a dumbass. Okay, you're a genuine dumbass. You deserve to die. Then let's go tell them together. With Reneza beside me, I wheeled back towards my house. You're a fucking idiot. Oh, full moon, I'm dying. I'm dying. This is the night that I die. Great times. The moon seemed strangely high in the sky. A sky that was seemed uselessly vast and cold. So that no matter what, it would never seem to me like a dream. This cruel fact had already confronted me. On such a crazy night, Rena had been unimaginably dependable. Hinamizawa's metamorphosis, enough to make Rena caution me against carelessness, was, to me, the most fearsome thing of all. You're still a dumbass, because you're not very smart when it comes to self-preservation and survival, which you kind of need to be in this situation. The moon seemed strangely high in the sky. We met up with Mion on the way, and she, of course, was unsure whether to believe me about Rika and Satogo's disappearance. Understandably. Kei-chan, are you serious? I'm going to get really mad if this is a joke. Oh, I'd be furious. Oh my god. Oh my. I would beat the fucking shit out of him. Mion was clearly displeased. If this were a joke, it wasn't very funny. Yeah, that's her fucking point, you jackass. Oh, I swear to fucking god, if it ended up being a joke, I'd physically transport myself into this game and kill Keiichi repeatedly and just break his back with my knee, break every bone in his body, just go fucking crazy on his ass. Then let Mion have a turn. Then Mia and Mion can have a great time together. Ever since the day before yesterday, someone had either... Wait, I need to check. It wasn't very funny. I understood how indiscreet my words were. Okay, I did skip that part. Ever since... I have a really bad problem with that. I always, go off on a tangent, forget I haven't read a scene. Sorry if I do that. Yeah. What's one line? Usually I won't do that with a fucking page of text. Ever since the day before yesterday, someone had either died or vanished every night. Rika and Satoko disappearing after all that was something you just couldn't say even in jest. "Me-chan, if it really is a joke, don't get mad. Smile." "Fuck off," as she just says, complete dead voice inside. "It would be a joke after all." "It wouldn't be very funny. It would be in terrible taste. We need to go make sure whether it's a joke or not." "You're right. Sorry for getting upset. However indiscreet a joke it may have been, if we learned that our friends were safe, it would end up as nothing more than a funny story." "Not really funny. Having been warned about that by Mio and Rena..." Good God. By Rena, Mion gave a dry smile, the tension she felt loosening a bit. She mounted her bicycle as well. Our three bicycles' lights flashed down the pitch-black roads. They were some of the only illumination outside. "Kei-chan, why did you suddenly decide to call and ask about Rika's house at a time like this?" Mion asked me the same thing that I had trouble explaining to Rena. Would it be weird to call it a premonition? I couldn't quite tell because it was dark, but I thought I could see Mion smiling very ambiguously. Oh, fuck that. Oh, God. That's creepy as shit. I definitely understood that she wasn't convinced, though despite the darkness. Well, I had this bad dream while I was snoozing, and I couldn't get it out of my head. Oh my God. That's a dumbass. That is the worst possible lie. That is the worst lie. I mean, my God. So, did Rika get kidnapped in a dream? Well, it was more of a vague feeling sort of thing. If Rika had answered the phone, I would have called you and Rena after that. Lies smoothly babbled out of my mouth, makeshift though they were. They're about as sturdy as a fucking sand castle in the middle of a tornado. You're a dumbass. No one would ever believe you. I was lying because I thought telling them I was connected to Shion would be like silently admitting we'd stolen into the ritual storehouse together that night. You know, if you'd probably said it at the beginning, this wouldn't be happening. Dumbass. Mion didn't press any further. I don't know whether that convinced her. Of course it didn't. Or maybe she figured that making sure Rika and Satoko were safe would be faster than making an excuse out of it. I felt relieved and immediately a little guilty. Oh, don't worry, Keiichi, you really don't care because you're a dumbass. You've never felt bad for what you do to Mion. Not once. Someone has to convince you you're supposed to feel bad. And that was Rena. Because you have such a fucking soft spot for her. I don't know why. I find her annoying as hell. At least that's my opinion of her. Too, like, dainty and cute, I guess. Well, I wouldn't even say dainty. It's just too, like, too innocent, I guess, would be a good word. I mean, Mion's innocent in her own ways, but Rena's just, like, way farther. Because I have a lot of humor, or at least I like to call it humor. You guys can be the fucking judge about that. Whether, I just like to incorporate various things, but you have to be kind of jaded to get some of the humor I use. And Rena wouldn't get all of that. I don't know. It's weird. I'm dissecting these characters in like a psychological evaluation here. I'm going way too far on that one.